Here we go. Well, we've sorted out the tech. Not to say that I am technologically challenged. However, welcome, Helena Morris. Woohoo! So
Thank
glad
you
you're
so
here.
much.
Oh, what a delight. It's
Thank
just
you.
ever since we met, but particularly ever since we worked together, and you were just the shining star of everything that's possible. I've been so excited to have you here. So thank you.
Thank you.
So I want to give you've you've been so inspiring to everybody that's been participating with you in the program, and all the time people in the program are saying, "Oh my gosh, I just want." I want to talk to Helena. Oh, Helen is so great. Oh, Helen has helped me so much. And I thought it was such an opportunity to share your love, share the Helena love far and wide. So here we go.
Thank you.
So I'd love to I want to hear in your words. I'd love to hear the way it was before and and what you were dealing with. Let's just start there.
The way it was before the course was
like the very first day we met, right?
Yeah. Not good. I was really in a really bad place, really stuck, and really afraid I was going to become my aunt who had never left the end of her driveway. I was definitely on track for that life.
So. Yeah. There was something very specific you said the very first time we ever spoke. You signed up for a breakthrough session, and we got on the phone. And I mean, we laughed all the time as well. I mean, because, like I say, when we're working together, levity is always your friend. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that you confided in me is a vision that, a negative fantasy of the way you didn't want life to turn out. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
I do, that they would find me dead, sitting up in a chair with an empty box of chocolates in my lap, watching murder mysteries on a loop.
Yeah. And and it was, you talked about that when we very first started together, you talked about that you used to leave the house for only very specific things. Mm-hmm. You remember what you said? Oh, I mean, do you remember? It's your life, but
I don't remember what I said to you exactly. I know I was only able to leave the house for tasks, like if I needed groceries or, pretty much period.
Yeah, and then you decided to face down all of it, face down your fears, face down what had been stopping you all along, the conversations about stay safe and stay home and all that. And then what did you do?
I signed up for Break Free Formula.
It's just, you were like, oh man, I can't, not one more day can I go through like this.
Right.
You'd said something. I wanted to, can I share something you specifically said? Yeah. I took notes. You'd said, I don't want to use my voice. I don't want to be seen. Mm-hmm. Now, what about your voice? Say something about your voice.
I love to sing, and I dream of singing professionally or using it as a healing tool professionally. Yeah, and I was not making a peep when I got to where I was no longer going to chorus and just totally quiet. Yeah.
Right.
When I signed up for the course, and that was it.
And you were trained as a singer, and yet had gotten yourself to a place where you, and your words, didn't make a peep. Mm-hmm. And then, you dived in, invested in yourself, and then what?
I noticed I could consciously note that I wasn't making a peep. And I literally, the first few weeks of the course, would just go beep. Just to hear the sound of my own voice.
I remember that. It was so funny. You literally, that was the first thing you started to say was, ahem. And Helena, how about you? Beep.
Beep.
Beep. And somebody was starting the program newly and was like, what's going on over there? And it was, I have been afraid to peep, and now and use my voice, and I wouldn't make a peep. Like, it started when you were young, when you were a kid, really, right? I mean, your kid is a teenager. I won't make a peep.
Mm-hmm.
And so that it was like reclaiming your power. Peep, peep, peep. And the coolest thing was, so there we are. We're just a few short weeks into the program, and all of a sudden, Helena reaches out and says, "Oh yeah, sorry, I can't make the class today because I'm singing in public." Everyone's like, "What? Who? What? Huh?" Because there was, when you first started the program, you talked about, I may leave the house if I need a task done, like I'll go to the mailbox. But only when the mail carrier comes and tells me, look, hey, ma'am, I can't leave any more stuff in that mailbox. You're going to have to leave the house and come and pick it up. And you'd be like, oh. And then the big one. Do you remember? So there's you before not leaving your house. And like, why, say something about why you never wanted to leave and why you wanted to be inside.
It was really about feeling that it was the only safe place. Yeah. And really, I mean, I had that when I was 17, I had that really traumatic event happen. And it happened as a result of me going out, and that's in the program I really saw that was connected. So yeah.
So you decided that it was safer if you just never went out, huh?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting thing. Like, as we look at it, like as you say that aloud, the logic, there's a correlation there. It's a cause and effect. The logic is inescapable from the outside. Mm-hmm. But when it's us that we're dealing with, when we're dealing with it, it's not inescapable logic. It's not cause and effect. It's not, oh, this happened, therefore that. And even if it is, even on those occasions when we are able to connect the dots and somebody says, oh, I know why hypothetically, I know why I compulsively overeat, because my mom whipped my butt in the supermarket when I was 4. Even seeing it and solving it are 180 degrees apart. And so It just doesn't make any difference. And then you're left kind of almost more flummoxed or vexed because you can see why it's happening, but you can't change it.
Right.
But then you started, we led you hand in hand through the exact right steps to take. Mm-hmm. And you started unwiring the impact of the past. And then what happened?
Then I won this, I won this vacation in the San Juan Islands. I never win anything. And yeah, it was
past tense, right?
Right. In the past. And so it was to go up to Orcas Island for a film festival with human beings. Yeah, it was like, oh my God. But it was a blast. But I would also go out to only spiritual things that were safe, So this was like so human. And so right. I felt so safe. It was a miracle to me.
There you go. Men and women, people you knew and didn't know. And mm-hmm. that what happened, I remember afterward talking about that you realized you were bringing safety with you. Safety was where you are, or is yes. where you are.
Right.
And I mean, one of the things we do in the program is we celebrate, and all the accomplishments we start our program calls by celebrating. And Helena says, the agoraphobic is on vacation. No, I won't be there. I read it out. It was a deafening holler of people celebrating with you.
Thanks. Amazing group.
Well, yes, it is an amazing group. I mean, it really is a sacred circle, but it's comprised by people like you who give your all and share your heart and share your story so thoroughly. And it's you'd said something about how long had it been since you were free? Well, like, when's the last time you remember being able to go out and just live freely and know that you were safe and protected?
When I was 17, yeah. And I'm 64, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm so grateful to have my life back, because it's a different, it's just a whole new quality. Like, I feel at peace, and I just love people so much. And I've kept it so in the house. So it's nice to go out and be with people.
You mentioned something when we spoke just 1 week ago when you were graduating the program, and you talked about going to the supermarket. Like, in one sense, you could say it's a little thing. Oh, it's just going to the supermarket. But if you map this onto your life and look at the trajectory this causes, it's a whole dramatically different life. So tell us about the supermarket.
So usually when I go to the supermarket, I want to zip through and just get out of there, I'm like, and I went in, and it was like everybody was talking to me. It was like the guys in the produce department, and then this woman I picked up some flowers, and she's like, I love this. I mean, it just went on and on and on, but I really enjoyed it, and that's new. So
I remember you said you used to go. Your laugh is infectious. Oh, thank you. I remember you said that when you used to go to the market, you would pray or leave the house in any context for any reason. You would try not to make eye contact with people and pray that they wouldn't engage with you.
True.
And now wherever you go, you said people can't stop talking to you.
It's weird.
With that infectious laugh, no wonder.
Yeah.
It's also, I interrupted, please.
Oh, no, go ahead.
There was somebody else in the program had said, Helena came to the program, and she used to, when you very first started, because you guys started at the same time, she used to sit in the dark. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Like, literally sit in the dark, and like your face would be slightly illuminated because we have video calls.
Right.
And then as the closes, here you are now, not only in the light, but just shining for all to see.
Yeah, thanks so much, Cheryl.
You're so amazing. Nah, I was not going to cry. Here we go. Helena, you are amazing. If you could say something to somebody who was stuck by a traumatic event that they hadn't planned from their past, and yet it was keeping them stuck right now in the present, and being somebody that they don't even recognize, being somebody who's not them and not true to themselves,
right?
What would you tell them?
Take this course. Just give yourself the gift of this. I have done lots and lots of spiritual work and growth to heal this thing that happened, and this helped me unpack it. And and there were unexpected pieces of it that I didn't even know were blocking me. Yeah, it was so illuminating, and I'm so grateful. Just profound. You're incredible. Thank you for putting this together.
It is truly my life's work. It's like, no kidding, the delivering this and seeing you and all those like you seize your life again and become alive again, it makes everything I went through with the abduction worth it. Like, truly my honor to have gone through it, to give it away.
This morning I went to the park and watched the salmon running, and they give it everything they have, Cheryl. And they
Helena lives in the Pacific Northwest. You guys get that, right? Okay, so they give awesome. Salmon are running, and what are they? Is this the time when they go upstream? I don't know anything about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they're returning to where they, to spawn. So it's like but watching them give it everything they have before they die. It's like, okay, I'll take that on now, thanks to this you. And tonight I'm going to this talk to women friends of mine who are in their 50s and 60s, took a trip down the Columbia River, but it's like I was living like I was dead at 64, and I might have another 40 years, and now they're going to be great. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, Helena, I mean,
now you can't make me stop peeping.
You are most welcome, and you did the work. I mean, when we spoke, I was like, look, I'm telling you, I bring this. You have to bring all the commitment and being decisive and resourceful and coachable. And you brought it, and you continue to bring that. Look at you going out tonight. Hello.
I know. So thank you.
My absolute pleasure. So when people think it's not possible, like there's a lot of people that I speak to, or my team and I speak to, who say it's just too late for me. I can't turn my life around. Is it possible?
It's possible. Yeah. It's choose life. Yeah. And it was a holy experience for me. And it's changed the complete quality of my life. Like I want to keep going now. It's not only possible, it's like kind of a certainty with Cheryl. So do it.
I love what you're saying about you can't make you stop peeping now. I'm like, I wish I knew more about tech. I'd make like a little chicken, walk across the street. Beep. Helena, yay.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's just true delight and honor. All right. Thanks for giving away you.
All right. Okay. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.